Hey y'all, we're here, still having technical difficulties, but we're gonna move forward with it because we don't want to keep wasting you guys' time. Um, but we won't let it get us down. I'm gonna go and get the baby right now. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're having a great Friday. That just put a damper in my mood, but again, we won't let that deter us from the agenda today. So, hey y'all, we are the Rosharon Frenchie Breeders, home of the 3K Club, and today we are excited, although we are experiencing some very serious technical difficulties, but we will be doing an at-home AI, and, and you hear our son. So we do have two under two, y'all, two kids under two and 8 dogs, and tonight we will be showing you guys exactly how to perform an at-home AI. This is a very educational, how-to, hands-on, step-by-step, A to the Z, 1 to the 3 type of video. So hopefully you guys like this video, like this live stream or the replay, and engage with us and interact with us, ask questions. You are at home here, so that is what we have planned for tonight. And I will probably have to strap the baby to me because we're just gonna wait on a couple more people to come in. Hey, Frenchies are cute. Hey, I don't know. Hey, Punch, and hey, Peyton. Thank you guys so much for being here. Y'all, I know y'all like the horizontal streams. We do too, but we did not want to end a second stream to get the camera to work. We don't listen. I'm the IT specialist. What is up, Mashay Kale? Mashay Kale, girl, what? What is up, Michelle K? Y'all, it has been a week, okay? Even Trust is laughing. It has been a week, but we're gonna work through it. French Q said, "How was your break last night?" Our break was great. Have a look at the puppies. Y'all, we're so frustrated right now. It makes no sense at all. But our break was great. The puppies are getting really, really big. They turn 4 weeks today. Mama Dream is in her element. She is getting to the point where she doesn't want to feed them anymore. So my husband checked for teeth today. They don't have teeth, but they do have grooves. So maybe in the next week or so, they will have teeth. But we are super, super, super excited for these little munchkins to grow. We did confirm that Animal Genetics received their DNA samples, the new ones that we sent. So we should have their, oh, look, the little mama is walking. We did confirm that Animal Genetics received their DNA samples. So we should have their samples soon. So that'll be really, really, really exciting. So tonight we will be grooming Mama Blue. I know y'all hear us talk about Mama Blue all the time. Hi, Tia with the purple Crocs. Very different name. But we talk about Mama Blue all of the time. That is Dream's mom, pictured here, but y'all will be seeing her live in person tonight. This is the breeding that produced Mama Dream. And that's her dad. So Dream's dad is actually Merle. And y'all, the jury's still out about the accurate color of Mama Blue. I think she's lilac and tan, but the jury's still out. We didn't name Blue Blue. Her breeders did. I think Blue is actually lilac and tan. But if y'all want to, y'all, there's a whole lot going on. Hold on, let me get our son. Really quickly. Of course, my husband is behind the scenes helping me out. But look at the puppies, you guys. They're getting big. Okay, what you need me to do, baby? What do you want, juice? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get to the call outs. We're just waiting on a couple more people to come in. If you don't mind, can you double tap the screen, please? When you come in, can you double tap the screen? As we are just getting everything set up for you guys. What is up, Brain Wire? We are having a good day, y'all. It's just hectic right now. You can. I'll have to, baby. Okay. Okay. What is up, Desi? They are getting really, really, really big. Oh, do you see little mama up and walking, y'all? Definitely up and walking. Okay. So I'm getting ready to turn the camera. Okay, so you guys, always gotta see what's going on. Has to. Say hey. Say hey. So my husband just went to go get Mama Blue, and I will be grooming her before we get into tonight's AI. For those of you who may have just joined, we do have another at-home AI, Mama Blue. And as y'all know, Dream is very protective of her babies.
Hey, sit.
She's y'all, I don't know if she's trying to defend her puppies against her mom, but come on, Blue.
Sit.
I mean, come on, Dream. Let me let y'all see what's going on. But she's trying to get to her mom.
Sit.
Okay. So we are still waiting on some people to come in, you guys. Yo, but Blue, she already looks pregnant. Already. And she will find food. Y'all, she will find food. Okay, so we are going to, I wish we had this scale. We need to get a full dog scale. Hey, Blue looks pregnant for real. Hopefully they didn't do a natural tie and we didn't see.
No, she been looking like that.
But even her nipples.
She been looking like that all over.
Oh. Come here, Blue. Yeah, she everywhere. Come here, Blue.
Come on.
Look. She went the other way. Okay.
Come, Blue.
Siren Sim said, can't wait to see what the puppies will look like when they're older. I know. They just made 4 weeks today.
Sit. Sit down.
Dream, that's your mom, girl. Okay, so I'm going to take y'all to the dog side. And we will get the supplies that we need for tonight. So we definitely need our nail trimmer. We need our dog ear Q-tip. We need a pad, TMI, but we do because Mama Blue is in heat and we want to protect our sling. And then I need some wipes. And I have a manual nail trimmer as well. So that's what we're gonna need for our maintenance. We do this with all of our mama dogs. We like to manicure them before they're breeding. And we give them some maintenance in between, but to make sure we don't get too busy and time gets away from us because y'all, they're only pregnant for 2 months and then you whelp for 2 months. So in a matter of 4 months, your life could be absolutely different. So we're gonna take care of Mama Blue's grooming tonight and then get to her breeding. Okay. All right. What is up, Slay? All right. You ready, baby? You want to do a grooming? You want to do a grooming? Okay. My husband said, mm-mm. Yeah, he does the muscle work. Come on, Blue. And yeah, Blue is bougie as can be. Okay. So we don't know how this is gonna go tonight. Oh, let me get a little peg. Blue, what's up, girl? Where's Blue? This?
Yeah. What is it?
Okay. Oh, you think it'll be better on the ground?
Yeah, I'll put. Oh, burn on the leaf. Come move. Come. Come here. Sit. Come on. Relax. Relax. Hey. Blue.
Okay, you guys. So let me say this, y'all. For the longest time, I thought you could double tap the screen and like the live chat, but you can't. When we're live on our account, you can double tap the screen to like it, like from the phone that we are live on. So I've been telling y'all to come in and double tap the screen, and that's not actually how you like the live chat. So let me show y'all how you like the live, because this is actually another account that I'm on as a moderator. To like the live stream, all you have to do is, let me tell y'all the right thing. Well, first of all, let me like that. I guess that's how you like the live. Yeah. Did y'all see what I did? I just hit the like button. But it's so weird. I thought you can double tap the screen, but if you double tap, you might pause it.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you up.
Okay, we're ready. And it was easier that way, baby? Okay, nice.
Because she was moving around too much.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so y'all sit right quick.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she stretched.
Okay. Okay, you guys. So my husband was so kind to get Mama Blue up there. Y'all, let me zoom in on her coat. Do y'all think she's blue or do you think she's lilac? I think she's lilac and tan. Babe, can you get Rocky?
Oh,
Yeah. What do y'all think? What color is blue actually? What is up, Charles? Charles, do you think blue is blue or do you think she's lilac and tan? Can you put them to So look, my husband just got Rocky, right? We know for sure Rocky is blue. We know that for sure. Well, I guess she looks a little blue. What you think? Okay. But she's so cute. Doesn't she look okay? Charles is saying she's blue. But Tiffany says she's lilac. Tiffany said Rocky is adorable. Thank you so much, Tiff. Y'all, maybe she's blue, right? All these new colors are coming out. It's just not saying lilac is new. Lilac is definitely not. But all these new colors are coming out, and you know, I was just curious. But I'm handing off the baby package to Babe. And we're gonna start with some grooming before your date, girl. Okay. Okay, you guys. So I am here. Okay, Ewan said she is blue and tan. Okay, thank y'all so much for your input. I like to be accurate. Okay, let me make sure I have all of the comments and everything like that so that I can answer you guys' questions and have everything monitored. But for those of you who may have just joined us, my husband is helping me behind the scenes with the boys. Tonight is a shared responsibility night. I'll be grooming Mama Blue before we actually do her AI at home. So Mama Blue is 3 years old. This is Dream's mom, actually. We inherited Mama Blue last year after Dream's first litter. Actually, we got her and Blossom on the same day, and the irony, her and Blossom are about to have a litter 2 weeks apart. So right after the local luxury litter goes out, Dream and BurBeary's litter goes out. Blossom and Blue's litter will be coming in. So y'all, it's crazy. It's gonna be a wild ride, but hopefully y'all are here for the journey. Definitely subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications because we have a lot of content coming your way. So I'm just going to put on some soft tunes, some lo-fi jams, YouTube approved, and we are gonna start Mama Blue's grooming. Y'all, she's amazing. My husband says it all the time. Dream has such wonderful temperament, we believe, because Blue is absolutely amazing. Out of all of our Frenchies, she probably is the bougiest, but we love Blue so much. And after this breeding, Blue actually might be available as a pet home dog. But you know, I gotta clear that with the man, you know. I have to clear that with my husband. So let me grab some gloves and let's get to work so that we can do Blue's breeding. Oh, I need to get, baby, is the nose wax? I think I see it. I'll grab it real quick. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, Misha says sling looking good.
Oh.
G. Castelli asking why the hell we did hands out. You gotta respect whoever.
Oh, it's fine. We won't need it entertain. Okay. All right, y'all. So I got. Oh, and I need to get the pee pad. Okay. So we say it all the time, but let me just remind our viewers tonight. Y'all, this is a respectful environment. Everything that we do is very educational. And if you don't understand something, you can ask. Nothing is wrong with you asking, but ask in a educational, professional, and informed way. Use tact when you ask questions, or we just simply won't answer your questions. What is up, Paisley? What is up, Esperanza? Okay. All right, baby, help me out with some of the questions. What's up, Blue? Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna just simply wipe her down first before I start the grooming. Definitely getting in her tear ducts.
Paisley said Blue is beautiful.
Oh, thank y'all. Y'all, that's where Dream gets it from. That is where Dream gets it from. And this is not hurting her, okay? let that be known. Nothing we do is intended to hurt our dogs. It's only intended to help them, okay? So Mama Blue is definitely covered in tan, and I just want to make sure that her tear ducts are clean. I'll be doing a lot of different things tonight for her grooming, but we definitely want to get to the main event, hey, which is her AI. So even if I don't get to it during the live stream, I might finish off camera because we want to we want to start condensing our live streams. We think it'll be better for the replay. So even if you guys are not able to watch the whole live stream, we're hoping that you will enjoy the replay. Okay, so my husband, y'all, is always on Amazon. He's always searching for the best dog products. And he found this neat nail clipper for dogs. It comes with a light and a cover. I love it. I absolutely love it. And unlike Dream, Blue is not a black, she's not a black nail dog. So her grooming tonight is going to be really, really, really easy. Now, I prefer to clip nails upside down. I know that might be weird, but I prefer to clip nails upside down. Let me know if y'all agree with that. I can see the line of demarcation, to me, a little better than being on the top. And you definitely want to be careful with your dog's grooming when you're at home, because I have seen someone clamp or clip a puppy's nails so short that the puppy developed some type of fungus in their little nail bed, and the whole nail had to get amputated. Not nail, the whole like little finger had to get amputated. So you want to be careful when you are grooming your dogs. And I only use this to get close to the line of demarcation. I don't use the nail trimmer to clip the nail where I feel like it should be clipped. I just get a little close. Okay, so let's see, Mama Blue, what they saying about the truth. Let's see, Mama Blue, what they saying about the truth. Okay. Oh, Slay Lele said I was gonna get that one, but they ran out. Y'all, it is amazing. Baby, can you read Paisley's comment to me so I can get started on Blue? Yeah.
Oh, you say, yeah, we cut all dog nails and it stopped bleeding and like crack because we didn't know what to do.
Yeah, so Paisley, you went too close, honey. Paisley, did the dog have black nails or like lighter nails?
You said white nails.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer and show you the line of demarcation. You definitely want to pay attention to that line. It's very important that you don't clip or trim or even grind the dog's nails too close to that line, because they will bleed and they can get infected. Okay, so let me bring you guys a little closer. Well, actually, let me finish the back, and then I'll bring you guys closer when I get to the front. Now, if your dogs run or play on concrete slabs, you probably won't have to groom them as much as we do. The only thing I would say about that is you want to also protect your dog's knees and joints. So if you have a lot of dogs, or even one, let me not say a lot of dogs. If you have Frenchies or any type of dog, and all they do is play on concrete slabs, it could injure their joints. I know a lot of things that we've kind of learned over the years, and just by researching, breeders don't talk about, but that's an actual concern. So if you have grass, let the dogs play in the grass. Because yes, we want our dogs to live long, but we want them to have a great quality of care too. We just don't want dogs just living long. We want them to be healthy as well. Okay, so I'm almost done. So y'all, Blue is actually, I hate to say this, but Blue is doing better than her dog. Okay, y'all, Dream gave me such a hard time. Such a hard time. Jesus Christ. But Blue is a good girl. Dream is a good girl too. I ain't gonna do that to Dream. But Blue loves her grooming. Okay. So
Layla says she have 4 Frenchies.
oh wow. Paisley said they clipped too close. Or was that Slay?
Yeah.
Paisley? Okay. Paisley. Okay, Paisley. I'm gonna show you where the line of demarcation is. Okay, so and Blue is the perfect candidate to show this on. So as y'all can see, right? And Charles, if you're on the live, if you can help me out and explain the line of demarcation. Okay, so you see the top of her nails look really, really black, right? However, if you look to the side, it gets a little lighter around this area. The lighter the nail, the better. Once you start getting into the dark area, that's where you want to stop. Also, right here, her nail is very dark on the side, but on the top, it's different. So I'll show y'all from the top and then I'll show y'all from the side. So from the top, her nail is dark. Once you start getting to that clear area on the top, you want to stop. On the side, right, you see it here too. You see that clear area? That's her line of demarcation. So whenever the dark meets the light, you want to stop before it. You don't want to clip up here because she's going to bleed. But Blue's nails are really, really long. We don't allow our dogs to run on concrete slabs. We want to protect their joints. So that's why they require regular grooming. But look at the difference between, she just took her hand back. Look at the difference between these groomed nails and these long nails. She has to get her nails clipped and trimmed. And I'm going to be honest, this might be some controversy, but I'm going to say it. We don't groom our dogs. We don't overly groom our dogs. And the reason why is because you don't want to run the risk of clipping their nails too short, right? So if you groom your dogs once a month, guys, that's really all they need. Twice a month is fine, you know, whatever your budget will allow, or if whatever your time will allow. But if you're at home and you have the time to self-groom, that's great. That's what we do. But if you're taking them in to get groomed, that's great as well. However, when you over-groom your dogs, right, you don't allow their bodies to get used to periods of time where they're not groomed, right? So let's say you're out of town, you're going on vacation, you miss a grooming, right? If Blue was used to having really, really, really short nails, right? And that's how she operates her normal day-to-day. The moment Blue's nails are long, she's going to be uncomfortable. And honestly, for the ladies out there who wear nail extensions, it's no different. When we are doing day-to-day tasks with our regular short nails, life is great. The moment you put on nail extensions is when life gets crazy. But the longer you go with wearing those nail extensions, you get used to it. But the moment you either take them off, now you have to acclimate to a whole nother way of life. And it's no different for the dogs. However you choose to maintain them, again, to each his own, but I'm just telling you what we do in-house. We don't overgroom our dogs. In my opinion, it's not healthy. You run the risk of injuring them or harming them. So I think once a month is great. We don't even overbathe them. Okay. You don't want to take out the natural enzymes in their skin as well. You want them to be tough, you want them to be strong. So let me know what y'all think about that. It's a lot of controversy around dog grooming. It's a lot of controversy around how often you should bathe the dogs and how often you should take them in for nail trims and things like that. But let me know what y'all say. I'm always interested to hear a different perspective. But I'm just telling y'all what we do. And I can see her line of demarcation. That's why I actually like to clip like this, upside down. Instead of like on the top. It's harder to see. But let me know what you guys think. Have a good night, Paisley. And clearly Mama Blue is not in any pain, guys. She's not crying. She's not even moving. So she's not in any distress. Okay, Charles, I see your comment. Charles said, yes, it does. Once you get into the dark, stop. If not, you will cut the quick. You are explaining it correctly. Thank you, Charles. Y'all, we do our best to explain things for different levels of understanding and experience, because when we were researching all this stuff, a lot of the experienced breeders would use technical terms, and it's like, why? Like we're new to all of this. We don't understand what you're saying, sir. Okay, Mom. Okay, this is the last one. So we try to explain things in practical ways. Okay, so I'm done clipping. And now I'm going to go ahead and grind. I'm going to start with her little dew claw first. And speaking of dew claw, we are interested in dew clawing Blossom's litter, our up and coming litter. But we've never dew clawed puppies before for DNA. So let us know.
Let's say one of my daughters constipated. What do we do?
Okay. Let me get to Slay Lay Lay, and then let me read Charles' comment first, and Slay Lay Lay, we will definitely answer your question. Okay. So Charles said, laughing out loud, yes, a lot of controversy. I personally bathe my dog every 2 weeks, but I learned from a national master groomer that it depends on the look and texture of the coat that you are trying to get. And it also depends on where you are and what your dogs are exposed to. Because sometimes over bathing could also excite different reactions in your dog, and they will actually break out from being bathed too much, because you're not allowing their coats to really be strong and fight against infection or things that might be in your grass, or build up the stamina to withstand like different things in the elements. Let me say it like that. So even like for our short-haired Frenchies, every 2 weeks is too much for them. But Charles, you know, we're not saying you're doing anything wrong. We're just telling you guys what we do. But thank you so much for your input, because when we first got Charm, our first Frenchie, y'all, we was bathing him every week. Like every week. The moment Charm would pee or step and pee or anything like that, we were bathing him. And as you know, we said during another live chat, Charm broke out with a very, very bad reaction. But it turned out it was his food. But his skin wasn't tough enough to handle different changes in his environment. So, no different than a baby if you guys are parents. When you first bring your newborn home, we don't bathe them for a while, or if you do, you bathe them once a week. And then when they get a little stronger and they can handle the elements, then you might start bathing them like every other day. And then when they finally mature, right, and their skin is done healing, then you kind of get into bathing them every night. But we want our dog's skin to be tough. You know, we want them to be able to withstand different elements, especially when the seasons change, especially when there's a lot of pollen in the air. You know, we definitely want them to be strong, but also we want them to be clean. So if you know, it's a rainy day and you feel like your dog needs a bath, then bathe your baby. So there are always exceptions to the rule, and you're the breeder. You make up the rule, or you're the pet owner, so you make up the rule. You know. But thank you so much, y'all. And I also don't know what type of dog you have as well. So long-haired dogs might need more regular bathing, but the short-haired babies they need less. And you know, we don't live out in the woods and there's no ticks around or, nothing that could really attach itself to our dog's fur other than small little insects. So doing a regular pat down is also good. Keeping their kennel cages, beds, blankets, or anything that touches their coat is also beneficial. Having them de-shedded could also help with that and keep down odors. So honestly, it just depends on what your goals are. All right, let's get to Slay Lele. Slay Lele said, when my dogs are constipated, what do you do? Slay Lele, what type of diet is your dog on and how old are they? Let's start there. How old is the dog? Because if it's a puppy, that's a different story than it being an adult dog. So let's try to help Slay Lele navigate this constipation issue. But there are so many different factors. Okay, your dog is 3 years old and your dog is constipated. All right, so what has changed in your dog's environment? Have you changed the food recently? Have you dewormed them? Have they gotten any vaccinations recently? Have they visited anyone recently? We have to start with the changes now that we know how old the dog is. Baby, can you read Charles' comment to me?
He said, I agree. This was not a practice I had in the past. I thought it was not possible. If you have a dog that needs to be stripped, they don't need to be washed frequently.
Yeah. It's a lot of controversy, Charles. It is. It's a lot of controversy on dog care, dog food, vaccinations, deworming, rabies shot. It's a lot of controversy. But I'll be honest with you, how we handle our in-house dogs is very different than how we handle people's puppies that will find new homes. We definitely deworm them. Every 2 weeks we vaccinate them at 6 and 8 weeks before they go home. And we keep up with, the AKC kind of regulated schedules and things like that. But how we handle, puppies that will find their new homes is very different than how we handle our dogs. And then, once our new families get their puppies, it's their prerogative on how they choose to care for their puppies at home. But we do all of the basics. But we definitely try to limit new things. And we definitely don't experiment with our dogs. We try to eliminate rapid changes in their little schedules. Okay. All right. Slay Lele, for some reason your comment was retracted, not the last one, but the one before that. So, Mama Blue is looking better. Definitely looking better. So, I can stop there. I can start cleaning her ears while I answer some more questions.
Stat asks, is that dog named Clark?
No, Amstack. This is a female, and this is actually Mama Blue. This is Mama Blue. We've never had a Frenchie named Clark before. And the only studs we have is Charm, who's retired, Mr. BurBeary, and Alpha. We've never had a Clark before.
Oh, Slay says she went to Arizona for a week, so she don't know what her mom was feeding them. Wow.
Yeah, so that's also why I asked you, have you gone out of town recently? Because your normal routine was possibly interrupted. And not saying your mom gave your dog something, but the dog could have found something and ate something off of the ground. But before you take the dog to a vet, I'll be honest, I'll just try to push water, a whole lot of water on your baby.
And give some pumpkin.
Oh yes, and my husband said to give your dog some pumpkin. Pumpkin is very, very, very good for digestive issues. But I would start with small doses first and see how your baby reacts to having pumpkin. But of course, there are so many things you could do, but we don't want to advise you to do certain things and your dog has a reaction. So I would start there. A whole lot of water to flush the system, and then add pumpkin. And after a week, if your baby still hasn't defecated, I would definitely take he or she into the vet. Okay. Charles said conditioner is the key. Leave it on for at least 5 minutes. I also have a daily dog conditioning coat spray I developed with the kidney. Oh, Charles, that is so interesting. Wow, that is fascinating. That you've developed dog products. You have to tell us more about that. That's very awesome. Oh, so speaking about dog products, y'all, we bathe our dogs with mane and tail. Another dose of comfort. But we bathe our dogs with mane and tail, and if you do your research, y'all, a horse is actually on the front packaging of mane and tail. So people were like, oh my God, why do y'all bathe your dogs with mane and tail when y'all can't afford dog shampoo? Listen, if y'all have seen all of our dogs by now, none of them have skin issues. All of them have very beautiful, radiant coats. I feel like ever since we switched from dog shampoo and we started to use mane and tail, we've actually seen a difference in their coats. But that's what we use to bathe our dogs with, and we have had zero issues with the shampoo and conditioner. But what do y'all use to bathe your dogs with? A breeder actually recommended mane and tail to us, and we love it. It leaves their coat shiny, soft, and then after bathing, my husband will put like a handful of coconut oil. Okay, I know it's ticklish. A handful of coconut oil on their coat to give it some extra. Okay, Mom. Okay. To give it some extra shine. I guess. Okay. Y'all. She let me do everything else but clean her ears. Okay. Persona said, give the dog a kiss for me. Oh, mwah. Okay. So let me move to the back as me and my husband are now about to transition to the AI, the fun part. So, as I told you guys before, my husband is manning the boys. So after I get done with Mama Blue, I'll have to get the baby and try to put him down so that we can move into the AI. But these Q-tips for dogs, y'all, amazing. Amazing. And, okay. In my opinion, they're safer because the prong is so long. You know, you don't have to run the risk of the smaller Q-tips getting stuck in their ears. So this was a great pet find that my husband made. I don't know, were they expensive, babe? Okay, and he said they weren't expensive. Okay, mommy. I'm almost done. Okay. I won't force her. If you don't want to get your ears cleaned, then, you know, I'm sure it's ticklish. Okay. Artibor said he is happy. Yeah, it's a female, but she is really, really happy. Lynn Pam said, is that Dream? It's so funny, right? It looks like Dream, but no, this is Mama Blue. This is our blue girl. This is Dream's mom. And she is getting ready for her next breeding. So Blue's in heat now. Y'all, Blue's nose is always, like, it doesn't matter if I buff it. It doesn't matter if I wipe it. She lives in food, so her nose is always like scruffy. But my husband found some nose wax that I will be putting on Mama Blue tonight to kind of act as a barrier to like food and dirt. But it looks like she's over it, so let me wipe up her room. Get the wax. We're gonna take her down and move into the AI portion. I'm gonna actually change my gloves. Let me show y'all this. So rough nose. I'm pretty sure if you guys have scoured the internet and looked for dog products, you probably come across rough nose. And this is not sponsored. The table isn't sponsored. The Q-tips, anything that we use tonight is not sponsored. But we're just showing you guys what we use to maintain our dogs. Slay Lele said, "Are you rehoming the puppies anytime soon?" And my husband answered you too. So yes, Slay Lele, we are waiting on their DNA. For accuracy, we don't want to wonder if one is fluffy, if one is blue, black, whatever colors we think they are, we want to be accurate. So we should have their DNA results at the top of next week. We confirmed with Animal Genetics that they have received the new samples because the post office lost the original samples. But you know what? Everything works out. Everything worked out because the original samples we sent in had the old names before you guys renamed them. So these samples had their accurate names, so everything worked out. Okay, the last thing, I'm sorry, baby?
But only Lee Pamela thing, she said, sorry about the volume is low tonight, but only she said.
Oh, yes, the volume might be low because, I'm actually talking low, but it's because I'm behind the camera and not in front of it. Because if I come here, it'll be louder. But Blue is done. The only thing I need to do now, she said my dad. The only thing I need to do now is just quickly buffer out her nails, and then we will get into the AI. But how are y'all liking the content so far? Look at Dream. So this is Dream. I know someone asked if this is Dream. That's Blue, and this is Dream. So her mom is blue and tan, and Dream is black and tan. And these are the little babies. I will let y'all spend time with the babies. so I can go get Blue's nail buffer. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much, Lynn Pam. I appreciate it. But I'm actually about to go back to the grooming area. So I can talk a little louder. And I can also lower the music. Hi, Gerald. Thank you for being here tonight. Y'all, we had some technical difficulties, and, you know, we try not to let things discourage us, but it is a little discouraging when you literally put your hard effort into everything that you do, and you don't see the return that you expect to. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna work it out. We intended to do a professional live stream tonight, horizontally and not vertically. And it didn't work out in our favor. We had to restart this live stream, and it didn't work again. So we didn't want to. People were waiting on the stream to start, and we didn't want to restart this live, have to delete, live stream and start all over. So we just went with it. But we have tomorrow's podcast that we will be doing. Oh, if you guys are new, let me let you know that we are, and even if you're not, let me remind you that we are doing a podcast. This will be our first episode ever. It will be streamed in our recording studio. Our podcast is called RFBP3, which stands for B3, as in Bravo, which stands for Bulldogs, Breeders, and Business. So tomorrow we will be talking about Bulldogs, of course. We will be talking about breeders, accomplishments, things that we learned, things that we want to do better. And we will be talking about the business side, which is the money side, the marketing side, everything that you need to know to run a successful dog breeding business. And we are planning to launch or stream the first episode tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We would love for you guys to be there. So if you want to, definitely subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can be notified tomorrow when we start the podcast. You will be able to call in, but we just simply ask you guys when you call in to please make sure that you don't have the TV playing in the background or any music playing in the background. That will help us out. And also, when you call in, make sure that your input or your opinion shared are respectful and on topic. So, we hang out with you guys all throughout the week, but tomorrow it'll be professionally ran and it'll be professionally ran, and we want it to be an environment where breeders can come and grow and learn, businesses can come and learn more about each of your businesses as well, and it can be a positive resource for either breeders, buyers, or dog lovers. So that's what we have going on tomorrow. If you joined a little late, what we have going on tonight is, this is Mama Blue. She's 3 years old. We are prepping her for her third and final litter. I know some people breed 4 times. We are intending, the goal for Mama Blue is to breed her one last time and then rehome her to make room for another female that we may be possibly keeping. We are looking to invest in a fluffy female. which means that we will probably be keeping a fluffy female off of one of our litters. So unfortunately, you know, we're reaching the point in our business where we have too many dogs. We don't want to see any of them go, but some of them will have to be rehomed, unfortunately. So, yes, we could, you know, very well keep Mama Blue and breed her again. She's an awesome dog. She was a show dog as a puppy. She has great genetics. She's amazing, but that's just not the goal that we have for her. So we would much rather see her happy with someone else. So that is what we are looking to do. And we actually, we were in touch with a training company that loved Blue and was interested in rehoming her to a veteran, actually. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you guys updated. What is up? Crunchies are cute. Okay, I'm almost done. So it sounds like the boys are going to sleep. So we'll have to figure out how we're going to navigate. But this is the last step of her grooming. If you guys just tuned in, I clipped her nails first, and then I used our grinder to kind of grind them down. I cleaned her ears, I cleaned her nose, gave her some nose balm, and now I'm just rounding out her nails so that they're not sharp. We do this with all of our dogs. I like to round them out. I don't just like to clip them or grind them. Because, you know, some of them still jump on you. We like to train them to not jump, but Blue especially will jump on you. She's very affectionate, Blue. And she knows it. She's very, very, very affectionate. But they do know to not lick us in our faces. They do know that. So, who is it? Maybe the puppies, not the newborn puppies, but maybe like the 3 puppies that we have, they might lick us in our face. But our older dogs, our adults, they know not to do that. But all of them are very, very, very affectionate. Okay, so Mama Blue is looking great for the date, baby. Who is excited about the AI, you guys? Who's excited? Oh, while we have you guys here, let me also remind you guys that we will be turning our live streams into recorded videos. So we will be editing the highlighted points or the key points from our live streams and turning them into some edited down replays for you guys to enjoy. So I will start working on that next week, actually. What is up, Hayden? Thank you. Thank you for the love. So if you are not able to join us live, you can either watch the replay or the highlight. But that's what we have going on tonight. Okay, so Blue is done, babe. My husband has the button, y'all. They are both knocked out. Okay, so she did amazing. Oh, y'all, let us know if you are interested in a grooming kit for your dogs because, as I said before, I used to be a nail tech. I designed luxury personal nails. We have like hundreds of these little packs. I didn't show you guys before, but they're manicure packs. I'm coming in. They're manicure packs, and they come with a hard nail file board. These little picks for you to kind of like pick back the cuticles or the nails that kind of break off from the actual nail bed, and then a buffer, the pink little buffer board that I just threw away. We have hundreds of these. If y'all want us to kind of compile a dog grooming kit that we can put on the website, let us know because it could possibly come with this, well, a couple of these, the nail clip with the light and the nose balm, but let us know. Let us know. Oh, well, I guess I'll let my husband tell y'all that Michelle said she's looking good for her date. Okay. Okay. Okay, my girl is looking amazing. Y'all, sanitary, okay? Gotta be sanitary. Have to be sanitary. We actually just reordered some chlorhexidine, and y'all, the delivery date says the end of July. So we'll have to make a trip to. Okay, Mama, you gonna get down? We'll have to make a trip to Tractor Supply and get some chlorhexidine, which is that blue solution y'all always see my husband using. Okay, so I'll clean up that later. Let me let y'all see the puppies again while we transition to Blue's date. And I'm in the comments, you guys.
Yes, blue temperament is amazing. That's why dream temperament is amazing too. All right. So guys, guess what? We're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna take blue down. I'm gonna put her back up for maybe like 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna go get Mr. BurBeary. But I won't be showing you all this part tonight. I'm gonna pull him, get his semen. After I get his semen, then we're gonna set up and inseminate, do our AI into Mama Blue, all right? So maybe another time I might show you all how I pull him, but for tonight I won't be showing you all that part, all right? So also I'll have a video. I think I'll do a live sometime next week, depends how things go, showing you all when I pull him, how I test the semen so you could actually see the semen swimming live, all right? So all of those stuff I'm getting together so you all can see, all right? So just give us a few minutes. I'm taking down Mama Blue. I'm gonna pull her date, get those semen, and then we'll show you all how we do AI here at the Rosharon Frenchie Breeders, all right? You definitely want to stay tuned, all right?
And I'm in the comments, guys.
Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, Blue.
Yeah, Blue done took off running.
Blue.
Blue, come get
Come
her.
here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. All right,
Okay.
back.
Okay. Okay, you guys, so I'm coming. Look, Dream, yeah, Dream is looking for her mom. She just left. Dream. She gone, baby. What is up, Star? Star says, sorry, the pups are under the pads. So, y'all, they like to go underneath the railing. They like to go underneath the railing because they're actually trying to get away from their heat source. And whenever they get cold, they'll be right back underneath, but they're probably just a little too warm. and their thermometer is saying, thermostat is saying 75 degrees. Yeah, they're probably just you know, too warm, but they kind of like to sleep up under each other too. So if one goes over there, they're kind of they'll migrate to the railings, to the edge of the railings. But look at Rocky, y'all. He's getting so big. That's Mr. White, if y'all remember. That's Rocky. I get the twins kind of mixed up. I don't know if that's Astro or Austin. That might be, I think that's Austin right here. Stars is very normal for the pups to twitch while they're sleeping. It's just their little reflexes. That's all. But yeah, it's very normal. I guess I could be helping my husband, huh? Y'all, Trust is over there knocked out. If y'all can see him, right here, he's knocked out sleep. So let me help my husband out, y'all. Let me get a blanket set up and everything that we're gonna need. Y'all don't laugh. We use a building block too to prop our dogs on for the AIs, but it's covered. Okay, let me get the supplies. And we wanted to show you guys exactly what we do. That's why we didn't have any of this laid out already. So all we use is a fabric pee pad, a blanket, and some towels. Of course, gloves, a syringe, and an AI rod. But very inexpensive equipment. And I'm holding the baby. Let me see if the baby will go down. Okay. All right. So my husband normally does this part, but I'll try to do it like him. All right. I'll try to make it fast so he can be a little surprised when he gets back. I need to wipe that off. Let me get some wipes. But how is everybody doing? Slay Lele said, how does a dog have puppies? Do they need to have a dad? Yes, Slay Lele, just like you got here. Yes. We haven't let our dogs tie naturally. That has a lot of risk to it. So we inseminate.
All right, so I'm back.
I told him, I said, let me hurry up. I'm sure my husband is not gonna think I'll have everything ready. But
So usually I pull him in a usually I pull him in a there's this special bag to pull him, but since we're doing it, a collection bag, I put it in a cup. First, you want to take your stud out to pee, guys. Before you pull him to inseminate, to do our AI, you make sure you take him out to pee. When he finish pee and you bring him back in, you make sure want to take wipe his private part, all right? You make sure want to wipe it before you pull him, all right? So I pull him just now. And this is some live semen in here. I just pull him. This is the syringe, all right? So you just need 1 cc, 1 cc. So we're gonna see how much. I stop him because I don't want it to continue. and he put any pee drop in here, all right? So we're gonna see how much he gave me. All right, so he gave me 2 cc, all right? Look, 2 cc. And look, you see it's very concentrated, all right? This is what you want to look for, very concentrated, all right? So this is 2 cc he gave me, okay? So now I'm going to go back and get Mama Blue, and then you're going to see how we inseminate and do a live AI, all right? Okay.
Okay, so the importance of not having urine in the sample, you guys. Listen, I'm gonna turn the camera around for this part. You don't want to have urine in your semen collection because urine can kill live semen. There are so many things that breeders don't talk about. There are so many things that people just simply don't know. We also try to remember to not just say things or tell you what we do, but we try to explain why we do what we do. If you have a female who has struggled to get pregnant, that could be why. The semen is not always the mama dog that something is wrong with. It could be the semen collection or your stud collection was done improperly. So as my husband said, he not only makes sure that our stud uses the bathroom or relieves himself, but he also wipes our stud to make sure that he is not collecting semen. That's very important. Babe, Michelle asks, where can she find the gray pad, a link to the gray pads? Y'all, literally every live stream now, somebody asks for equipment or a link to something that we use, and we've been saying it, and I need to dedicate some time to create a vendor list. But we will definitely create that vendor list for you guys and try to get that to you as soon as possible. But Michelle, yes, I will send you the link to our fabric pee pads. Okay, so now my husband has Mama Blue where he needs her to be. And Mama Blue is a little feisty, you guys. She's a little feisty. So I need to put my gloves on. Okay. Okay, so let me look at the angle. And thank you, Aaron. Babe, Aaron is bad. Thank you for your super chat, Aaron. So I'm happy. She's not having it. But I'm happy y'all are seeing different dogs. Thank you, Aaron, so much. Of course, we always appreciate your donations to the pups. We did an AI with Dream, right? No, Blossom. We did
she never moved.
Yeah, we did a live AI with Blossom. Mama Blue is older. She's more experienced, and she likes what she likes, and she dislikes what she dislikes. So we didn't want to just set up and just have everything ready. We wanted to show you guys live what it's like to inseminate at home. So it's better that you do this with 2 people, and here's why. For dogs who might not be comfortable with certain positions, you need someone to hold them for you. So push her forward, babe. Okay. And okay.
That's why I didn't push her.
Okay. And also, you want to protect the drip is what we call it. So she's leaking. Y'all, the baby's fine. He's actually talking. So she's fine. I'm going to hurry up. I have my AI rod. So let me open that, and then I have my semen. My husband only collects what he absolutely needs to collect. We don't collect urine. We only want semen, and it's highly concentrated, as you can see. So I'm gonna hurry up because now, wait. Let's take a pause. Okay, let me hurry up. 'Cause the baby's going from cooing to crying, and I'm gonna just hurry up. Okay.
Wait.
So let me move the camera around so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay.
Wait.
All right. So she's already dripped. She's already dripped on the blanket, and that's completely fine. That's why it's there. But you want to protect the drip, right? Because she could possibly shoot out. So before I'm ready, right, I'm protecting the drip, right? I have my gloves on. I have someone holding her. Me and my husband have never done an AI alone or without each other. I have some Vaseline here. I'm going to take this Vaseline, right, with my dominant index finger. I'm going to have to stop. Okay. Yes. Let me stop. Every time I stop, he stops crying. But I'm gonna just strap the baby to me.
No, Mama. No.
Okay. Frenchie's asked, how many people do you think are going to be on the podcast tomorrow? I'm not sure. We can never tell. Okay. Fine. So y'all know this is a family-run business, you guys. We have kids, and we manage the best way we possibly can. And if we have to stop anything for our babies, we do. So, mommy duty calls. So we're going to yield to the babies. And this is all he wants right here. That's also why everything we do, we use gloves. No different than being in a medical office or at the vet. We use gloves with whenever we're doing something. So if we have to run and get one of the boys, we just take our gloves off and grab them really quickly. But thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all for the hearts. Let me use this time to answer some questions, and then we will get right back to it. Frenchie said, do you think I could call in? Yes, Frenchies. Anyone who wants to call in tomorrow, we just remind you that it's going to be a very professional live stream. If you want to call in for the podcast, we ask that you be respectful, you be professional, and you share your opinion based on the topic at hand in an insightful way, because we want the podcast to be a resource to breeders, buyers, and dog lovers. Again, Aaron, thank you so much for your donation. Let us know exactly what you want us to do or buy with your donation for the pups. Okay, Alexa said, what exactly are you guys doing here? We're just taking a mommy break as we are preparing to do an at-home insemination with Mama Blue and Mr. BurBeary, our lilac Frenchie big rope stud. Let's see. Oh, babe, while you were gone, Slay Lele asked, how do you get puppies? Do you need to have a dad? Okay. I'm pretty sure I missed some comments way earlier as I was grooming Blue. This.
I think I would let you do grease everything, get everything ready, and then I'll put the oxens.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it will be quick. Yeah.
Okay. Slay Lele said, how many puppies can a dog like Frenchie's get? Because my dog is currently pregnant and I don't know. But I need to know because I want to prepare before the babies come out. You know what I mean? So Slay Lele, I know exactly what you mean. Normally, French Bulldogs have 3 to 4 puppies, normally. However, you can experience what breeders of Frenchies call big litters. And depending on who you ask, a big litter could be classified as 6 puppies or more. But normally, Frenchies have 3 to 4 puppies. Frenchie said he's gonna be asleep to your heartbeat. Yeah. Yeah, but as y'all know, everything that I do, normally I have him strapped to me, but for something like this, like biological specimen, I don't want the baby anywhere around it. So I'm just trying to calm him really quickly, and then we'll get back to the AI. But thank you guys so much for being patient. If you are a family breeder, guess what? We are definitely the channel for you, because we show you, this is literally what we go through behind the scenes. And we've never had this happen before, actually. Huh? I didn't hear you, baby. Okay. Yeah, we've never had to stop a breeding before, but hey, to, you know, to the first time for everything. Okay, so, so Blue, y'all, Blue is very excited. We don't know what's going on. Normally, when she is like overly excited, she snorts like that. But we're about to get back to the AI. But babe, in your opinion, what do you think about Blue as a mom? Can you tell the people how she did for her last baby?
She did wonderful. She did wonderful. She produced some nice puppies, structure, color. As you can see, we have pictures of her that we post for today live stream. She full of structure. She got great temperament. She was a show dog. Yeah, she won different trophy medals because she was actually a show dog. All right, but she's a very good mama. This will be her last and final breeding. Then we will retire her. As you can see, her Dream, she produced Dream, and you see Dream produced some beautiful puppies, right? The first time I think Dream produced 6, and now she produced 5. But definitely we will retire Mama Blue after this later for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And if someone wants a very well-behaved, retired Frenchie, a beautiful one, let us know.
Wait. You
Okay.
see her? She's
She's
excited.
So, y'all, truth be told, when the dogs see me, they just go crazy. I'm maybe a little mild, maybe too mild with them, but they kind of misbehave a little bit when they see me. Okay, come on, Blue.
No, go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, I can break my last
Okay.
one.
So exactly where we left off at, y'all. I have to be quick for the baby. So what I'm gonna do, these are new gloves, by the way. Anytime you are doing an insemination, you want to be clean, right? And very intentional about what you're doing. So I'm going to take some Vaseline and my dominant index finger, rub some Vaseline on my dominant finger, right? Because that is the finger. What? Let me just do both. Sometimes it depends on the dog. Sometimes I'll use my dominant finger, or sometimes I'll use my less dominant. It just depends on how much the dog is moving, because you want this rod to be as you want to have the strongest grip on this rod as possible. So I just lubed up the rod. I'm inserting my syringe. My husband is putting Mama Blue up, right? She is not having it, and that is okay. That is also why we groomed her for this date. I don't want to get scratched. Okay, so you want to protect any spill or pushback or anything like that. So now what I'm going to do for Blue, since she's moving around a whole lot, right? And I have you guys at this angle for a reason, to protect YouTube's community guidelines. So now I'm going to take my finger that is lubed up, right? And I'm going to insert it in Blue's canal So instead of going straight, because their canal is not straight, I'm going to go up and over, right? Every dog is different. You will learn your dogs, but I'm going to enter sideways, right? And I'm going to cover because I do see some little spillage. So I'm gonna enter sideways. Every dog is different. Literally every dog is different. Come on. So y'all, let me say this too. Mama Blue, I told you she's older. When the boys try to get at her, Mama Blue don't be having it, y'all. Yeah. She don't be having it.
If she not letting a salvage, will have to end the life. And
yeah. So we do want to do her live breeding. However, if she's not ready, then we'll probably have to save it for tomorrow. Because we won't force her. If she is uncomfortable in any way, we definitely won't excite her because she's already worked up. So if we have to let Mama Blue rest, if we have to let her calm down and be more comfortable, that's what we'll do. Because this ride is not long, but it's long enough, right? So I don't want to injure our dog. I don't want to do anything that she's uncomfortable with. It's not worth it to us. So although we would love to show you guys how to, yeah. Although we would love to show you guys how to do an AI, y'all. We have showed you guys how to do an AI, but she's not having it. So
sit.
Come here, Blue. So y'all, she done walked off. Blue is a bitch.
Come on. Come here.
So we'll try one more time.
Come here.
Y'all, and then she go and look for the puppies. So we'll try one more time. Let's see. You got it ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm in. That was a little better. If she has to stand up, that's fine. I'm actually happy I chose to insert with my less dominant hand. Okay. So I'm in. I can feel the track. Blossom didn't move at all, y'all. Blossom did not move at all. Okay, so I'm going in and I'm holding my rod on the yellow insertion point. I'm still going in, and you will reach a point where it no longer goes further, right? So now I'm gonna take my finger out and I'm going to insert quick. And then I'm going, since my husband is holding her, he normally helps me with this part, but I'm going to take the syringe off and cap it. This is very important. Breeders don't talk about this. You want to cap it because now you're going to put air into the syringe. So I'm just going to pull it back, right, like this. And I'm going to, as fast as I can, put it back into the rod, the AI rod, to make sure no semen comes out. And I'm just going to push the air in, and with the rod inside of her still, I'm just going to apply some light pressure to make her contract, right? And now I can go ahead and remove the rod. And as you can see, it was 2 cc's, babe?
Yeah.
So as you can see, she's not dripping, and she took 2 cc's. That's the reason why my husband only pulls what he needs. We used to inseminate everything that the stud would give, or everything that my husband would collect, like 4 cc's, 5 cc's, but you don't need all that. And we've been very successful at home doing it this way. So this, although Blue is really uncomfortable in a propped up position, she still allowed me to inseminate. So that's what you want to look for. Your mama dog might be uncomfortable in certain situations, but if she allows you to inseminate her, then that lets you know that your dates are correct. Now, one thing I want, hey Siri, set a 10-minute timer.
So we might do her for 10 minutes because we might maybe do her less.
Okay. So we always set a 10-minute timer, right? Because you want 10 minutes of stillness. That's very important. Some people hold the dogs up. She's not comfortable being held up, and that's completely fine. But we want her to be still. That's important. We don't want her jumping around. We don't want her running around. We just want her to be still to make sure that she is taking in what we just gave her. So, again, we showed y'all a calm dog, and now we are showing you guys a very seasoned older dog who, you know, she's opinionated. She knows what she wants. She knows what she doesn't want, and nothing's wrong with it. She still has great temperament, but she's just uncomfortable being upside down. So now I will go ahead and take my gloves off and give Mama Blue a treat so she can calm down. And our insemination is done. Anything you want to tell them, babe?
Well, since we don't do the insemination tonight, we gonna do one more insemination. Then also we have a tracker that's track it and let us know when it's a due date. Right. Also, I will be doing a live ultrasound on Blue and also Blossom, who we did another AI on before Blue. So,
Cash Out is asking, so you won't do another AI tomorrow? So actually, we'll do 3 AIs. This is our first one. We'll do every other day. That's how we do our AIs. What we've learned is it helps us when we are calculating the due date. And I will show you guys our heat tracker in another video actually. But Art of War said, wow, very informative video. And Charles said, how would you know if it took in 30 days? Well, honestly, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, we'll know for sure. By 3 weeks, we'll know. By 4 weeks, I will do a live ultrasound. So once y'all stay tuned, I will show y'all when I do a live ultrasound that I could actually see the puppies and actually calm them with y'all, all right? But definitely, guys, thank you for being on the live tonight, and we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Please don't forget to subscribe, turn on that notification, and tomorrow Saturday, everyone is welcome at 3 p.m. for the podcast, okay? You could call in and ask questions. We're gonna try every Saturday to have certain topic. Even a topic like this is very important. But you definitely want to tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the podcast.
Yeah, but we know we didn't get to a lot of your comments tonight, guys. Definitely leave them underneath the video, and we will get to your questions. But we hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream tonight, and we went over time. Actually, we went 3 minutes over time, but like my husband said, have a good night. The live stream replay will be live as soon as the live stream ends. So leave your comment or question on the actual live stream, and we will meet you guys in the comments. Have a good night. Say bye. I almost said dream. Say bye, Mama Blue. Y'all, she wasn't having it tonight.